Today we're going to talk about exponents, the power rule. We've seen before that when we have x to the third, we write that as x times x times x. The base multiplied by the number of the exponent. But what would that look like if we had x to the third raised to the third power? Well, now our base is our x to the third, and our exponent is 3. So we're going to write our x to the third multiplied 3 times. And just like before, we will write each of these as x times x times x, x times x times x, x times x times x. Each of these is an x to the third. Now how many x's do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And so we write x to the third raised to the third power as x to the ninth. Oops, let me write that a little bit better. X to the ninth. Let's try another one. Let's look at x to the fourth squared. Our base is now our x to the fourth. Our 2 is our exponent. So now we're going to write our base 2 times. But as we've seen with the product rule, each of these can be written as x to the fourth times x to the fourth. And now our base is x, and our exponents 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is our 8, because we are multiplying our base 8 times. So the rule with the power rule is that we multiply our exponents together. We have x to the second power raised to the fourth. 2 times 4 equals 8. Let's see if that's true. Our base, x squared, we're going to do that 4 times. And then each of these can be written as x times x. We have x squared, x squared, x squared, and x squared. And let's count now. We have our base of x, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. X raised to the 8th power. So let's look at a couple others. What would a to the 5th raised to the 5th power be? Well, 5 times 5 is equal to 25, so it would be a to the 25th. What about c to the 4th raised to the 6th? 4 times 6 is equal to 24, so it would be equal to c to the 24th. So let's try a couple more with coefficients. Let's try 3x to the 3rd raised to the 3rd power. That is going to equal to 3 to the 3rd, x to the 9th, which is the same thing as 27x to the 9th. Remember, we write our base, the number of our exponents. We then can write each of these as 3 times x times x times x, 3 times x times x times x, 3 times x times x times x. We have 9 x's, and 3 times 3 is 9 times 3 is 27. 27x to the 9th. Let's try one last one. Let's try 2x to the 5th raised to the 4th power. Take a moment and decide what that would be. If you said it would be equal to 2 to the 4th x to the 20th, you are correct. And remember, 2 to the 4th is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 2 is equal to 16. So 2 to the 4th, x to the 20th, is 16x to the 20th.